Okay, this is Space Nerds in Space. What have I added lately? Well, let's see. I've added nebula, and when you're in the midst of a nebula, this is what you see on the science screen. So it's kind of all messed up when you're inside the nebula. You can kind of see, but you're pretty well hampered. You can also see these little things around like this. Those are nebula. You can kind of see. And let's see. Let me get us out of a nebula here. Also added this warp drive sound effect and visual effect. So when you engage the warp drive, all your instruments and whatnot go haywire for when you make the leap to hyperspace or whatever. And you get this sound effect like a million vacuum cleaners. Let's see where we wound up here. So now we're no longer in the nebula, so the science screen works again. But you can see these kind of fuzzy things are themselves nebula. So let's scan around a bit. Let's see if we can see anything interesting. So there is an asteroid. There's a ship. There's another ship. You can look at these guys, get information about them. This is the same as it ever was. If the ships go into a nebula, you can no longer see them, so you can hide in nebulas. This is the same as it ever was. This is a little bit new. On my debug screen, I'm now calling it Demon Screen because you're not exactly God, but you have some sort of magical powers on this. So my idea here was I was having a hard time coming up with procedurally generating an interesting universe and interesting scenarios. So I thought, well, it'd be kind of cool if you could have an operator directing the action, so to speak. So, for example, I can select various ships and I can assign them a name. I have a very weird little language here. And I can say I can make them attack each other, and then you see these little red lines show where the ships are kind of going. So they're basically headed for a big battle. Oh, and you can see I can zoom in and out on this thing now, so you can see what's kind of happening. The magenta circles are nebula. This is my ship right here, this red one. So the idea is you can direct these ships to move around and whatnot, and I'm going to give you, I haven't filled it all in yet, of course, I'm not done, but the idea is you should be able to sort of construct a scenario. So you should be able to place ships where you want and impersonate the captains of non-playing player character ships, so that you could provide an interesting experience for the guys who are playing the game. So it's almost like several people will play the game as if they're on the bridge of the Starship Enterprise, and one person will be playing the game kind of like a real-time strategy game against or for the benefit of the people on the bridge. So that's that. Is there anything else new? That's the same as it was. That's the same. I think that's kind of more or less all that's new. So anyway, that's where it is. It's on GitHub on space-nerds-in-space. So I think if you just search for Space Nerds in Space on GitHub, you'll find it, or just punch it into Google. So anyway, what is today? April 7th, 2013. So that's where things stand. Hopefully this will turn out to be a cool